All right, welcome back to Family First American Bullet Kennel. We've been here for almost a week, breeding envy with Zeus, with Brian and Joleen from Royal Kennels. We're leaving out today, and we're just going to do a little question and answers. We got some questions we want to ask him, and he's a true dog man, and that's what we're going to do today. You got anything more? Nothing? Okay. First question is, in the dog world, what was your favorite experience?
My favorite experience. I would probably say the first litter. You seen the story?
Mm-hmm.
Like, although it was crazy, like after I felt as if I conquered that, like I felt like a dog man. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I had a background, you know, of being a dog man, but being gone for so long and then jumping back into that side, like you second guess yourself. Like you don't really remember a lot of things, and in the American bully world is so different. Like to get in there and like every situation, not really having the answer, but figuring it out on the fly basically and making it happen. Like I was like, I'm ready for whatever, you know?
All right. Okay, and to add on to that question, what has been your worst experience?
Probably when Cleo ate them puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like the worst.
I
Cause
can't even imagine it.
yeah, and you know it was my fault. So like I worked all night. I got off. I went and did the C-section, and we came back. She wasn't accepting them, so like you know, Joleen knows I stayed with them all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ate in the kennel, like I did everything with them, and like I was just watching them, keeping her away, but laying her down, putting puppies on her. They didn't want to suck. She didn't want nothing to do with them. I fell asleep for like a freaking 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours I fell asleep and woke up and they were freaking half gone. Heads ate off and half bodies, one completely missing. Like, so that was probably like the worst.
Would you worry about that with future litters from that dog?
No, because when I'm getting too tired or if I'm feeling fatigued, I'm gonna pull the puppies away from mom next time. Like,
Okay.
I don't care what the situation
So
is.
having a female that ate her babies ain't a deal breaker for a dog where like I'm just not gonna breed her no more. I'm just gonna take more precautions and steps to make sure that don't happen in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to read any of these or
You for doing it.
Yeah,
What was the experience that built up your confidence in knowing you made the right choice to be a dog man?
I think so. Whenever I had got Diesel and I bred him and I created all his females, and like back in the day, you know, we was breeding a lot of father to daughter. We was doing a lot of father to daughter breedings, inbreedings, and stuff like that, and really didn't have the knowledge to actually be doing this type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we were doing it because that's kind of like what everybody was doing to create special dogs. So when I did it in the bully world and I seen that it wasn't really a good move, and not because someone else didn't like it, because I seen it and I recognized it before anybody even mentioned it. When I recognized it and I stopped, I had all of his daughters and I had a plan set out. When I stopped and said, you know, for the betterment of my program, I know I need to change my whole lineup. There's dogs I gotta get rid of, and there's better decisions that I need to make as far as building, you know, what I'm trying to build. And to do it and see it successful, it really
Okay. Who out of all your dogs you've ever owned is or was your favorite?
Desegregated.
There's no question.
Yeah,
no question for that.
I need to answer that.
No question there.
That's my boy.
Okay. Is there any dream or mile marker that you haven't made it to yet that you're still setting, or what's your next step? What's your next goal?
Without giving too much out.
Without putting too much on
Yeah.
the table. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a big thing. So my goal is not to be an American bully breeder. What I really want to do is I want to open up a boarding center.
Really?
And yeah, that's what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to keep my dogs in the boarding center, and I'm still gonna breed them. Not gonna breed them as much. I'll just make good selective breedings just to better. Yep, just to better the breed and to better what I have going on. And I want to build like a coffee shop inside of my boarding center to where like vets can come and they'll walk like my dogs. The dogs that I have there, I'll give them a free cup of coffee. If you want to chill with the dog for a day, it's going to be a hangout spot. Get you a cup of coffee,
So
man.
like a
Chill
cat
with them.
cafe, because they got the
Yeah.
cat
Oh,
cafe.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I'm going to also train there and have an establishment like that. That's my goal.
That's cool.
Well, you kind of
That's cool.
answered the next question with that. I don't know if this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
So, in 5 years, I don't really see myself there yet. Not saying that it couldn't happen because anything is possible, but I see myself establishing my program to where I could see consistency, every breeding, every puppy, everything. Like that's my main goal before I move forward. Now it might not be here, but if it is, it is. But like 5-year goal, when I do a breeding, I want to be able to say, Jesse or Victoria, you're looking at a 15-inch dog, 60 pounds, this, basically this color, I want it to the T, and I want to produce that consistently.
That's the goal of any of us.
Yeah,
That-
it should be.
Yeah.
Should be, yep.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. So we noticed that you're kind of a little more hands-on with us. So what made you choose Family First American Bully Kennel as to be a good mentor for us?
Well, that's cool because Joe.
Mhm.
I respect Joe a lot.
And he's also
He's
a
also
mentor.
a
A
He's
mentor. Like
You
100%.
and Joe were
So
if we got a dog question,
Yeah.
you and Joe going to get the
Yeah.
right. A lot of people call for that. A lot of people call and want me to be a mentor, and it's kind of crazy because you can't mentor everybody. Because if you call me and say, "Hey, I'm looking for a mentor," 9 times out of 10, you're not even gonna listen to what I tell you anyways, because the advice that I'm gonna give you is raw, and it's probably not what you want to hear. So I know you guys are serious. I know you guys are about the dogs.
Yeah.
100% about the dogs. It's not about money.
Yeah.
And you're gonna accept it whether it's good or bad.
Right.
When Joe introduced me to y'all, we had got a great feel from y'all from the beginning. So, I mean, as we built, like it didn't just happen like bam because y'all didn't know me. Y'all
Right.
was trusting Joe. So you kind of choose each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
because we didn't ask like, hey, will you be our mentor?
Right.
It started with 9 o'clock at night phone calls like, Brian, this is going on. What do you think about this? Yeah.
And then it became to 3 o'clock in the morning.
When I'm getting up at but never a missed phone call that wasn't returned, never a question that wasn't answered, whether it was what I wanted to hear or not.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because 9 times out of 10, we all know the answers.
Yeah.
We're not crazy. We know.
Yeah.
It's just if we want to actually do what we're supposed to do, and then when you hear it from someone else that you respect,
Solidify.
it's like, I know, man.
Well, I know we use
Honestly.
you and Joe in this way. Me and her will kind of have different opinions of a situation that's getting ready to happen or going on. I'll think it's this, she'll think it's this, or even steps we need to take.
Yeah.
She'll think that we need to be here, and I think we need to go here first. And we use you guys as, okay, we're going to call Brian or we're going to call Joe, whatever they say, that's what we're going with.
From experience.
Because
From
of the experience, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we kind of, if we have a spot that we just don't know which one of us is right, then that's what we use you guys for, you know what I'm saying? To bounce ideas off of.
And I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate it.
It's all good.
Greatly appreciate it.
So, how do you feel about the direction we're going with our kennel? And is there anything that you could say you think we need to improve or do more of or do less of?
So, like I told y'all before, I think y'all are way ahead of the game, and not I don't say dog game.
Dog game, yeah.
I'm talking about like the YouTube
Yeah.
game, the marketing game.
Yeah.
You know, as far as improving, I think y'all right where y'all need to be in that aspect. I honestly can't think of anything that I would say, hey, you know, I think you need to do this, I think you need to do that at this moment. But
No, that's what happens when you have good students, you know, so to speak, that listens to what you're telling them to do. That's a difference.
Yeah.
You know, that makes a major difference.
We are like sponges.
Yeah, and that's how you should be. You know?
And, you know,
You
I
put the
told
information
her,
out there, we're gonna suck it up.
I told her from the beginning, you know, I told her from the beginning, and you know, even after dinner when we was talking about it, you know, like, you know, with the treats and the, you know, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, you know, all that is great marketing tools. You know, it is. But if you don't put in the work to put out great content on this stuff, that's like it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, and I can tell everybody, look, y'all go follow Family First American Bullies. They're great guys. You know what? The world doesn't care if you're cool, good, or bad.
Yeah.
They want to see dogs.
Yeah.
So when they go to the channel that I recommend them to go to, they're gonna look and they're gonna judge immediately. They're gonna say, I don't see that.
Yeah.
But when you got good content on there, they're gonna be like, all right, okay, so they just kind of starting out. That's a good video. It's worth sticking around and checking it out, you know. So,
you got any other questions before I? All right. So the last question is, are you guys ready for some authentic Kansas City barbecue?
I am.
Always.
You know I'm gonna eat with food, no matter what.
Right.
So, you know, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I get excited about food. I dance.
He does. He does.
You know, like, and I said that because I know that's how you are. You know, when I get that food, you know, when she's cooking, I'm dancing. You know, me and Branson, we in here dancing together over cookies and brownies. You know? And then the next thing you know, I'm talking about working out tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't talk much about that.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Maybe 10 years ago. Not anymore.
Alright, I just want to thank you guys for all the hospitality. It's been so lovely down here. The food is awesome. These guys have been straight up 100 all the way through. Helped with the Brian basically took care of the breeding. I mean, it has just been the best experience I could ever imagine for coming down here and having fun. I mean, we don't want to leave. I mean,
We don't want to leave.
We don't want to leave. We really was like, man, if we could just stay a couple more days.
And then I was honored with the experience of while the boys were doing tattoos, being able to go out there and feed all the dogs, switch them all out, take care of the kennel, kind of get into the mode of having 7 or more, and a couple puppies, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoying life. And we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys made our
We
trip
appreciate
awesome.
y'all. Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
And it's nice to see, I know everybody coming to us from Royal Kennels channel, they're exactly what they say they are.
Yep.
There's no boofing, there's no let's hide this, let's put this under the rug a little bit. Everything is exactly as it's shown.
That's right.
And it's amazing to see people that are actually 100% what they say they are.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was your expectation?
Yeah.
Not to take over or anything, but just to keep it kind of going.
Feel free.
didn't quite know what it's
Coming in.
because like you don't know if what you're seeing is
It's really 100%.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Like when we came down here, I mean, me and her were just like, I hope everything goes good.
Well, and you build it up and you build it up and
Yeah.
you build it up
Yeah,
to where
yeah.
you like, man, these people are so much better than us at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you never once made us feel like
We're stupid. Or,
Yeah. Right.
like
that's the
we're
good
on a
thing.
growing phase, and yet you made us feel like equals.
And that's the thing. That's a good point because we're not know-it-alls. We don't proclaim to know everything. We don't act like we know everything. We never give off that air. Victoria has given us a lot of tips.
Yeah.
Since she's been here. I mean,
Yeah.
just for instance, we have a dog that just came here for breeding purposes, and she knew right off the bat there was something agitating the dog, and she picked it up just that quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's just she's very thorough, man. Like
Yeah, she
also
is.
a comment was made about her feeding the dogs, and they was like, oh, you know, some people just don't do it as good as an owner would.
Yeah.
And I looked at her, I'm like, she probably gonna do it better than I do.
Yeah, she gonna make
You
it
know,
happen.
she makes it happen.
I ain't doubting one bit.
I overanalyze everything.
Yeah.
Every scenario, Yep, I'm gonna check it out 100. And then this one,
she had me nervous on the way down here. Like, I was calm, cool, collected. Like, cool, we go on vacation. We go breed the dog, and like the whole trip, like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What she had 100 miles in, I'm white knuckling the steering wheel. Like, what can all this happen? I mean, yeah.
That's funny.
But to get here and like we felt right at home
absolutely.
instantly.
I get in the fridge all by myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
home.
Yo, nobody digs in my fridge. Nobody. The kids don't even really go in the fridge like talking about it. So that tells y'all a lot right there.
It's been a real humble and great experience for real.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it for sure.
Anything else you want to say since you got some white stuff in your hair all right there?
Uh-oh.
It's probably Zeus.
Hey, baby. No, I think you're good. I think
All
we covered
right.
it.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that bell for future notifications, and we got some more content from all the stuff we've done while we've been down here.
Stuff.
From eating to
Villa
breeding
Lobos.
dogs. We went to Villa Lobos. All that's to come. Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Victoria will get on some editing and stuff once we get home and stuff, and we'll have some really good videos for you guys in the next couple weeks shows to come out. But until then, see y'all later. Have a blessed day.
Appreciate you.
Bye, everybody.